We pagans refer to paganism as an earth or nature-based spiritual system. Our beliefs are shaped to match or conform to the nature around us. But many of us have never really sat down and learned the true power of nature. Many people fool themselves with a facade of what nature is. Nature can be calm and pleasant one moment or location, but be hostile the next hour or just miles down the road. Many ignore the raw forces of nature for the quaint, gentle forces of nature. Wind is connected to knowledge and perceived as the cool summer's breeze. Knowledge can be harsh, educating ourselves on a myriad of topics. Winds can bring storms such as hurricanes and blizzards. The air can be a sweltering 100 degrees Fahrenheit or a bone-chilling negative 17 degrees Fahrenheit, depending on time of the year and location. Fire is with our creative aspects. Both fire and our creativity can be destructive or constructive. The Celts viewed fire as the catalyst for the three realms. Fire can warm us and lighten our way. Many people have lived sheltered lives and view fire as a controlled force. People forget how quickly a forest fire can destroy wooded areas and take lives. Water is about our emotions and is considered by many to be the weakest element, but it is also required for life to exist. A river can flood and wash away farms, vehicles, and people. A river, if given enough time, can reduce a mountain to a valley. Our emotions, just like the river, can raise us up and tear ourselves down. Water is not always on tap, and its real power is never contained. The north is the element of earth and substance. Our reality is said to be set in stone. It represents stability and security. Many pagans live in stone and metal buildings. But earth is not dormant. When it moves, there are massive amounts of energy released as tons of earth roll down mountainsides or crack during earthquakes. Finally, there is spirit, the energy in all things. Locations can hold a calm feeling. Some can inspire great thought, while some create great dread. People think of spirit guides and totem animals, but ignore any concept that doesn't fit their ideals. As with the relationship between the wolf and the deer, there is a needed brutality in the beauty. Harmony and balance mean that raw power sometimes manifests itself at times when something is not quite right. Wicca, with its strong influence of ceremonial magic rituals, is theatrical, meaning that fire will be a controlled and used in specific color-coordinated candles. The need of robe and garb provides this point. While paganism is full of gray areas, forcing us to guess on how our ancestors lived, some things should be understood. Humans ate and depended on meat the more further north they lived. Thus they hunted and raided to get supplies. Forced to hunt in some of the worst weather because the survival of the village depended on it. Our pagan ancestors paid great respect for the forces of nature. They witnessed many brutal and beautiful events in life. They depended on and were worried of the animals around them, not knowing which will be dangerous. The lifespans of our pagan ancestors were very short, sometimes around 35 to 40 years of age. So time was deeply cherished by our pagan ancestors. But today, many pagans depend on a gentle, controlled form of paganism. Many concepts and concerns are washed away from paths and traditions. Our connection with nature in many cases is withered down to fit our needs and not reflect the powers of nature. So the question is this: do you understand the range of the power of nature? Thank you. Good night. Be at peace.